Groove Nation, David Lemon here for another LemonAid session, which is the Q&A session with somebody from Groove, where you can come on, you basically ask your question, and you receive an answer and a reply to it. I'm looking forward to this one because this will be the last Q&A session that I'm doing this year, because from next week it's already Christmas holidays starting, so I don't want to actually do any more trainings or any more kind of a sessions for this one. People will be probably going on and then celebrating Christmas or even preparing for Christmas. If you are not celebrating Christmas, then unfortunately there will be no trainings, because where I live and where basically the company is, these are the Christmas holidays, so we are celebrating those. There will be interesting happenings coming on next year, at the beginning of next year. We will be doing these Q&A sessions on and on from next year, but it will be a kind of a different flow to it. There will be more information on that one sooner, or closer to the beginning of the year. We'll be communicating that with you guys. But yeah, let's just do a great Q&A session to wrap up this year. As it is, it was a crazy year. A lot of development happened. It was a lot of exciting stuff. When I started, when the first Q&A session started, and now we're in the Q&A session number 26. I cannot believe that actually 26 weeks in a row I'm sitting here with you guys answering your questions. I feel like that I just started this recently. But yeah, quite some time passed, and in this period of time, we saw a lot of interesting updates, upgrades to the system. A lot of people already launched their businesses and making money with it. So I'm super excited that I could have helped with that process. So for everybody that is here watching us live, we have around 20 people right now watching us. In case you are live, you are here, you are very welcome. Please jump in, say hi, I'm here, I'm watching, I have questions. If you do have questions, please just feel free to post them into the comment section of this live stream. We'll be getting them answered, and I can confirm that the issue with StreamYard and Facebook is no longer happening. Basically, there was a little glitch between two apps, like Facebook and StreamYard. They didn't show up the Facebook comments. That has been fixed right now, so I can see everybody's comments. So in case you are here, in case you're watching, in case you have questions, please feel free to ask them. This is what is about today. So cool. We have Crystal joining in here, saying hello, David Lemon. You're amazing. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate it. Javier Garcia is watching us. Hello, David. Round the World Services saying, hey, David, I need your help. Perfect. This is the place where you can get it. So in case you do have a question, you can see here, it says, please include a Q in front of your question. So in case you're asking a question, just please include a Q, or just the letter Q in front of the question, so that I can see it. We'll be going on and answering these questions first from this post that was posted in the Facebook group. Once we covered those, we will be going on and answering the rest of the questions. Perfect. So I can see Carly is watching us, saying, hey, David. Bob is watching us, saying, hi, David. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. I need to say today is my birthday, and I'm officially 27 years old. I feel much older than that. I shouldn't be. Some people say, oh my God, David, these are the best years of your life. Yeah, best years so far, I can say. So thank you very much, everybody. I've seen a lot of comments in the Facebook group about the birthday wishes. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you one more time. Cool. We have Chowdhury watching us. Chris, hi, David. Just need to get started. We'll start your challenge tomorrow. Awesome, Chris. I believe that is the best place to start. In case you would like to have some understanding of what GrooveFunnels is and what it can do, that's a very, very good way to start. People were previously, before we didn't have that challenge out yet, people were asking me, like, can you do a step-by-step process? But I didn't really know how to create it. But now that we have this challenge, I found a way to actually give everybody the tools they need, the knowledge they need, the necessary assets they need in order to just get up and running fast, even on the free account. So yeah, if you're going to be testing out GrooveFunnels, the best place to start is with the Imperfect Action Challenge. Cool. Michael Sabel is here watching us. Hey David, D Brito is here. Al Palazzo is here. Good morning, Lemon. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Carly saying, oh, my birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to you too as well, Carly. Happy birthday from Heather. Thank you very much, guys. There we have some questions from a Facebook user. Let me just click on that. So if this is your question on here, I would appreciate in case you could go over to streamyard.com/Facebook. In case you're watching us on Facebook, you can just see that there is a link in the description of this video. You'll be able to click on it. This will allow me to, when I click on your name, we'll be able to see your, or when I click on your comment, we'll be able to see your name and your profile image. So I would appreciate if you could do that one. That will help us a lot. We'll get your question answered. Absolutely. Javier Garcia, Di Brito, Christine Case is here as well. Andrew Cope is having questions. Perfect. Thank you very much for putting in the queue in front. We'll get those answered. Crystal, happy birthday. You're one special man. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, David. Do I write my questions here? Heather, yes, absolutely. So in case you have a question, just pop them into the live stream where you are right now. Just make sure you put a Q in front, and then I will get in and answer that for you. Happy birthday, David, my almost adopted son. God bless you always. Thank you very much, Joy. I appreciate it. Cool. So just to start off this Q&A session, I will repeat it one more time. A lot of you may have not been here when I started. As I said, this will be this year's last Q&A session. From starting next year, we will have a lot of new interesting developments, a lot of new trainings, different versions of trainings. We'll try to minimize the live trainings. We'll be able to put out a lot more trainings in case we don't do it live, in case we don't do it like streamed. We'll be able to upload more trainings, more chopped up trainings, more smaller trainings, because when we're doing a live stream, we need at least 5 minutes so that people get their notifications, find their places, go onto their computers or their devices, and then they join. So basically, we're losing time when we're doing these live streams. We'll still continue doing the review sessions and the Q&A sessions like this one today, but there will be a bit of changes from the next year. We did a lot of builds this year. In these 7 months that I'm active with Groove, we did quite a few builds. From next year, we can do even better. We will have many more apps, much more stable apps than we did this year. So in case you're in for real, in case you actually invested in the Platinum membership, you'll just get better and better, and then more satisfied with your investment next year. So let's just start answering the questions from here. There were a couple of questions, mostly regarding GrooveMail. Can you do a quick example of setting up GrooveMail or pointing a tutorial on it? Absolutely. So in case we go to the YouTube channel, and I will use the YouTube channel because it's available for everybody. There's no need to log in. There is no need to do anything. It's basically there for everyone. YouTube.com/Groove Digital, or if you type in Groove Digital into the search, you will be able to find the Groove Digital with 10,000 subscribers right at this moment. We have 399 videos. When I wrap this video up, when I end this live stream, we'll have 400 videos sharp, which makes me happy. So yeah, when you click on it, you'll be able to browse the videos. If you come over here to this magnifying tool, let me just zoom in for you guys. You'll be able to search for videos. In case you're looking for GrooveMail, you type in GrooveMail, and you can look through the videos that we created. So quick look into GrooveMail and what it does, what it can do exactly. This is the intro video that was streamed 3 months ago, which was like the first look into GrooveMail. Then after that, there was a stream 2 months ago, creating your first campaign using GrooveMail. You can look into this one as well. And then there is the newest one, building out the GrooveMail sequence with automations. So this is basically how to create your campaigns, like sending out emails, and this is how to actually set up automations with GrooveMail. So there are these 3 tutorials that I created that you can watch. I don't know what is the interest, what are you looking for exactly, so I will just leave this here. There are 3 tutorials on GrooveMail from myself, and I have to tell you, like, I didn't even know, but for some reason when I was talking about emails, I just chose the yellow color all the time. Like, how to create your first email list, how to getting a professional email address, building out emails, creating your first campaign. So for some reason my mind just went with the yellow color every time I spoke about emails. This was completely by mistake, by not planned. So yeah, the first three videos on here are what you can learn about GrooveMail. Once you went through all these 3 videos, or even just these 2, you'll understand the whole GrooveMail concept much better. So can you do a quick example of setting up GrooveMail? I don't really know what exactly are you looking for, so Michael, this is where you can find. Just jump into our YouTube channel and then have a look at either of these 3 videos on there. Antonio Bradley had a very similar question: GrooveMail setup, broadcasts, and automations. So basically, these are the 2 videos that I shared. I asked him here in the comments, what is the questions you want answered? Let me just jump on here and get my name off so you can see my beautiful face on here. And then he said, so Antonio said, more looking for a demo on the process. Coming from active campaign, the interface is a lot different, and I'm a little hesitant about starting. Under campaigns, there are broadcasts and sequences listed. I would have thought that sequences would have been the automation. No, but there is a separate automation menu. Yes. Also, I don't see an integration from GroovePages. Does this mean that we need to use an embed code to load a form onto GroovePages? At this moment, yes. At this moment, yes. There will be integrations coming at a later point where you'll be able to put in like design the form that you want. You'll be able to create your forms in GroovePages and then just quickly connect it with GrooveMail. That is being worked on. That is coming soon, but it's not out there yet. Just a bunch of general questions like this. There really isn't much information out there about GrooveMail. Well, I actually cover everything that you are looking to learn on here. I see from the infographic that the list import was pushed back till January 15th. Most probably even further down. So I would hold any questions about that till after the release. Absolutely. So I don't have answers about the import feature. I can just show everyone here that is watching this live stream. If you go to groovefunnels.com/infographic, at this moment, the target date that we are trying to reach is January 15th over here. But I'm not sure this will be the case, because at this moment there were some issues with GrooveMail, as you've probably seen. This is why I believe there are questions about GrooveMail. There are some issues that we first need to fix in order to allow people to import the list. Now, with the situation that we have, people have already started sending out emails, and some issues came up that need to get fixed in order for us to allow everybody to import their lists of hundreds and thousands and hundred thousands of people on their list. So if it is giving us issues right now, we first need to fix them and make sure that these don't happen again, so then the importing of the list can happen. So not sure. We are really trying to reach the January 15th for this one, but we will probably keep it out until GrooveMail is stable enough on its own, so that it sends out the emails, sends out the verification emails, automations can be done with it, and things like that. Because once you import your list, that means that you're ready for prime time. But you need to remember that GrooveMail is still very new. It's very at the very early stages. It's going to get better and better and better, but at this moment it's not ready yet for importing lists. However, I will copy over these 2 links from these videos on here. So this one, oops, here, video number 1, and then video number 2. There we go. And I will copy this in for the people that asked this, but it's just a very quick searching in our YouTube channel, as you can see, building out automations. Welcome today. this is going to be simplifying it for many of you. In case you have questions about GrooveMail, I highly suggest you to watch these two trainings. These were streamed 1 month ago and 2 months ago, so there's a not that old. The same thing applies still. There are just more options right now than we had previously, but same thing applies. Cool. Let me just jump in. We have one more question. Okay, so there is people adding new questions in. There's a question that I linked in here for myself to answer. There was a person, Charles Auspix, that asked a question. Let me just actually zoom in like this. Hi everyone. I created a form. Maybe if I pop it out so you can see it better. Hi everyone, I created a form on GroovePages from one of the pre-designed forms and integrated with MailChimp, following one of David Lemon's tutorials on YouTube. The challenge I'm having now is while testing, the data are not shown at all on MailChimp. I created another API and still experience the same problem. Using another MailChimp account, some of the field data show while some don't. What could be the cause of this, please? If you have experienced this before, how did you solve the problem? Very good question. And then Jody answered, there is a LemonAid live help session coming shortly, and this is basically what she meant. Oops. So yeah, let's just try and answer this one. We will use we'll go into GroovePages, open a template, and try to connect it with MailChimp. MailChimp was one of the first integrations that we added on. It had some snafus and difficulties. In the meantime, yes, there was fixes coming onto it, but it should be working without any issues. So let's just go in and then see what we could do. So I'll just use this example. We'll create a page from a template, and I'll just use a random template, just something new. I want to test out some of these newer templates because I haven't really played with those yet. Cool. So MailChimp is an autoresponder. There are a lot of pages over here that require contact forms. So MailChimp will not work with contact forms. If this is something that you may have been experiencing, that could be the issue. For example, we can take this this template. I'll just preview it on here and explain it that name, email, phone numbers, these can be imported into MailChimp, but a text and the message fields, there is no way to actually manage that one through MailChimp, because MailChimp is not a platform that handles these kind of things. MailChimp is a platform where you get people to subscribe, they get on your list, so you can mail them later on. It's not a form of communication between you and one customer. It's a form of communication between you and multiple customers at the same time. Okay, so in order to connect a contact form, you would need to use something like Zapier. At the later moment, this is not available yet. We'll have GrooveMail handling these automations. So in case you get a contact form that was filled out on your site, you can also notify yourself, like send yourself a copy of the actual form submission, and then you can also send a notification email to your customer, like, thank you very much, we received your message, somebody will be in contact with you shortly, or something like that. This will be an option in GrooveMail. It will be an automation that will be available quite soon. There is no ETA on that, in case you're wondering. There are a lot of plans that we want to do. There is just a kind of a flow and a prioritization system that we need to keep, because not everything can be done immediately. There needs to be some extra coding on the stability of the platforms so that they can actually handle these kinds of things first. So on here I see only websites. Let's just find something that could work well, something with multiple options, like for example this one over here. Let's just use this, a real estate lead generation. Okay, so as you can see here, first name, last name, email, and phone number. These are all details. These are all things that we can import, that we can ask people to type in, and we can import these information into MailChimp. Then we can use this information and then send emails back to these people using a newsletter kind of system, so that you send out one email to a lot of your customers at the same time. So the person that asked this, Charles, Charles said that he has a MailChimp account. I will go into quickly how on setting up a MailChimp account. As I'm seeing it right now, MailChimp changed quite a lot, but that should not make it any harder. Let's just go into integrations. Okay, let's see if I haven't seen this new layout yet, so we'll just need to go and test this out a little bit. Let's go back to dashboard, create audience. Okay, so in audiences, this is where we set up the lists. In the audiences, you can see all your contacts, the sign up forms, tags, campaigns. Okay, so this is where you set up the emails to be sent out. Let's just click over here, and then, okay, so this is where we will need to go, and then account, I believe, in order to get an API key. Yes. If we go into settings, building extras, here in extras, let me zoom in extras. So I clicked over here. You cannot see it from myself, and also from this banner. Let me just turn it off. Here in the lower left hand side corner, you see at this moment it's a letter D for my name. You click on it and you go into accounts. Here you get into extras and API keys. I'm just discovering this with yourself. So here you can create an API key. Let's just create a new one. Create an API key over here, and this is now the new one over here. This one is the new one. It says created December 17th. I will copy this over. I will bring it into GrooveFunnels, and then here in the upper right hand side corner, I will go into my integrations. I will add a new integration, which will be MailChimp. I will call it just so that I know how to differentiate it. December 17 new MailChimp account. Okay, and this is where I paste in the API key. I pasted with my keyboard. This opens up this actually shows the update button immediately. If I would paste with my mouse, it would not give me that option because the form field needs to receive a keyboard input. Okay, once this is done, we can exit. And now we need to click into each one of these fields. So on here, I want to configure and say that this is the first name, or I will just use fname. Also fname here. This kind of shortcuts you can see also here in MailChimp. So let's just come on the audience, and inside audiences we need to see where we can have manage audience. Let's just see the settings. Here, audience fields and merge tags. Audience fields and merge tags say what kind of information you can receive. So you can see that the first name, it's using the F name. The last name is L name. So in GroovePages, I need to come in and then set up the first name F name, because that's what MailChimp has set up. Okay, the email you see is just email. So let's just set this up. So F name, L name, phone, address, and email. F name. I can add a validation rule as well. I'll just leave it out for now. So this will be L name because it's the last name. L name, L name. This is now for MailChimp. And if you're using other kind of software like ActiveCampaign or GetResponse or something else, this may be different. So these merge fields, as they call them over here, the tags for the content, it may be different. So you'll need to see how it works with other different platforms. In MailChimp, this is what we got. So the email, we know that is just email. Okay, update. And then over here, phone is just phone. Some apps will have it called tel. So some will have tel, some will have phone, some will have different types of meanings. MailChimp is looking for phone. And this was confirmed by this one over here. Okay, so this is the merge tags for MailChimp. Okay, once we did that, we can just click update. And now what I want to do is just click somewhere in between. This will this will choose the form container. The form container has everything inside that we just set up, and here we can choose the integration, and the integration will be December 17th MailChimp account. Here I can choose a list, which I only have one, and then here you can choose where to redirect the people after they submitted the form. Let's just send them over to GrooveFunnels. So URL https://groovefunnels.com update. Perfect. Now this has been set. We can just publish this, and I will open this page and test it out. It should be working as we have put in all the details, and hopefully we will also see the audience, like the details. I can see here that we have 3 contacts at this moment right now. So some of these were the contacts. We will create a new contact once the publish is done. I have quite a few pages for testing. I was testing different kinds of things, and it just needs a little bit of time to publish it. But yeah, that's basically it. So you need to have a look how the merge fields are called in the platform that you want to use. In case you're adding on a different integration, if you, for example, adding on, I don't know, Mautic or Aweber or Campaign Monitor or something else, these merge fields could be called something different. Okay, so let's just open this page. Okay, it didn't get published. Let's just refresh. Yeah, it didn't get published yet. Just click one more time the publish button. I'm trying to go really fast, and sometimes these things need some time. So yeah, I'll just look into the other comments while this is being published. So let me just come like this. Cool. Okay, the first question I have here: hi, I've had worst nightmare in working with desktop to mobile changes. I only just now heard this morning that I should now use a drag feature. I should not use the drag feature. You should not use the drag handles in case you don't know what they do. So basically, whoever is struggling with the mobile responsiveness, I suggest not to use the drag handles, because people think that it is Canva, but it's basically much more in depth, because Canva doesn't do responsive design and things like that. So it's like people think that it's like PowerPoint and Canva and other photo editing software, but it's actually a website designer. There are website designers that works a similar way like Canva, but ours is not. I have the desktop version looking good. How do I fix the mobile features after corrupting the page with dragging? I'll show you a way. But I'm having difficulties with actually publishing this. I'll just quickly delete a couple of these pages so that we don't have any problems with deleting or with publishing. Okay, let's try one more time. Here we go. So now it's published. Let's just go on and test it out. Cool. So I'll just refresh it one more time and then make it bigger. So this is the form that we created. As you can see, if we set it up correctly, it will immediately recognize what we want. So I clicked over here and it gives me the first name. If I click over here, it gives me the last names. If I click over here, it will give me the emails. And if I click here, it will give me the phone numbers. So I'll just use, for example, this one. Let's just see if we have this as an audience. So we have Anna Banana. We don't have that email, so we'll just change the actual name. Let's just say Anushka Babushka. Okay, and then there a dummy phone number with this email. Contact our agents now. Okay, so I need to have a look. When I click the button, it was not connected. So let's just see the button configure. Okay, so this button actually doesn't do what we want it to do. We need to put in a submit button like this. And the submit button was placed, then we will have form submit. This will be actually doing the action submit. So let's just leave it on and then publish. Cool. So now we will need to wait. Perfect. Here, let's just leave this. Anushka. Babushka. Cool. There you go. So now when I click submit, it says subscribing and it says subscribed. It transfers us over to GrooveFunnels that we set up. And then hopefully here it should show up not 3 contacts, but when we refresh, it should show 4 contacts. Here we go. So now that we have the email address, first name, last name, and the phone number all pulled in. This needs to happen basically once you set up the forms correctly with the proper tabs or the proper merge tags that it says here, then you'll be able to import all these details. What we asked for, the phone number, the last name, first name, and the email address. As you can see, these will need to be there in order to pull in the contacts correctly. So hopefully, Charles, this gives you a good example. I'll just type in here, I gave a detailed answer in the Groove LemonAid number 26 in around the 25-minute mark. Perfect. So now we are done with this question from Charles. We can continue on to the next questions. I'll leave these opened. Bam, there we go. So let's just see if there is something on here. Cool. Perfect. Thanks, David. I needed that. Awesome. So let's just scroll all the way back up and see the questions. So this was the question with the worst nightmare. People were saying that the drag handles make a mess, and that is correct in case you don't know what you're actually resizing and how it is affecting. So as you can see at this moment on here, I have one device selected. Okay, this device is the desktop, and I moved the drag handles a little bit around. What this will do is it will affect one device only. So if I go back and these are all nice because I only have this device chosen. I made a mess on here, okay? You can see that I made a mess on this device, but I want to fix it. And there is a way to fix it. So please pay close attention to this one. In case you want to fix the drag handles, the white drag handles, in case you moved the white drag handles, these are sizing. I'll go away here, and these are sizing. Okay, let me show you what happens when we actually put the sizing back to as it was. So I was using the sizing, the white drag handle, the white boxes. Okay, this means that if I put the sizing, this option on here, this over here, back to width auto, as you can see, it popped back, and height to auto, it actually popped back, and it makes it look better. Okay, it makes it look as it was previously. Let's just have a look how this works with this form container. As you can see, it is quite wide and it's going off the page over here. So in order to fix it, you need to go click on the element that is gone out, and you click on size, width auto, height auto. Okay, this will resize to the container level, to the actual parent container. So this is the form container. This is the element we have chosen right now. Let me try to zoom in so you can see. So over here at the bottom of the page, you see this is the form container, and over here this is the parent container. So this has resized to this. And this is what this auto does. This is a short little fix that you could do in case you messed up your site with the drag handles. This is for when you're resizing with the white boxes over here. This is sizing, okay? When you go out, so I now resize it. I can go back to sizing and put it back to auto, and now it is back to normal. In case you're using the red drag handles, let's just say that you did this. Oops. Not this, but the red one. Let's just do both. That's fine. We use the red one. This is spacing. Okay, so the red drag handles are spacing. The white drag handles are sizing. If we want, we can put back over here the spacing on the left-hand side. You see that there is -1025. If you just pull it up, like pull it towards the middle and back, this puts it back to 0. If we pull this back towards the middle and then back, it actually resizes it and puts it back to the normal state. So you made a mess with the drag handles. Click on the actual element or the thing that you made a mess with, and just put back everything to 0 and the sizing to auto. That's the magic around it. So let's just do something there where we mess up all the screens at the same time. Okay, I'll do this again with something like this. Let's just resize this like that, and let's resize this, and then let's move this in. And now it made a huge like boo-boo, let's call it that way, on the smaller devices. Okay, and this is because, like, for example, here is a piece of text that should be here and things like that. This is because you selected all the devices on the top. If you selected one device, as we were doing previously, we selected only the desktop, and then we did the changes. It didn't affect any other device except only the desktop. But now we selected all the devices, and now we have changes that we don't know actually. If I click out, I don't know what I need to change. So this means we'll need to put everything back to normal. So I will click. The first thing is the block. So I'll click out of everything until I have until I have the block selected over here in this little breadcrumbs menu on the bottom. You can see that the block is selected. Oops, let me just zoom out. If you selected the block, you can see the spacing. Make sure that there is no negative margins, and then make sure that the space or the sizing is auto. Okay, this is where you start. Then you go into the next option, which will be a container. So on here on the bottom, we go into the container. We set this up so that there is no spacing issues, no sizing issues. We want this to be auto. And then over here, the next thing is a layout 2x2, as you can see. And you see the spacing. Okay, this one is fine. There is nothing negative. Then here, we just want auto, because we don't know what we changed. We just want to make sure everything looks good. So you can go into each of these containers. A layout 2x2, it consists of container 1 on the left-hand side and container 2 on the right-hand side. So you go into each and every container, and then you set it up just so that you manage everything, that you that you cover everything, so that there is nothing that is left out. So then the next thing, once you did the containers, you go into the elements. As you see, there is a form container on here. We need to put this sizing to auto, and we need to make sure that the spacing is correct. The spacing is correct. So let's just go on to the next one. In the form container, we have another container on here, which has some text in it. So let's just go back to spacing, and let's see the spacing. So on the spacing on here, there is something that is wrong. It shows here some numbers, but we don't know what it does. Okay, so when I put it back, as you can see, now we have the text appearing. As you see, there is also, with the spacing, there is sizing that changed. It's not anymore set up to relative to parent, relative to page, nothing like that. We need to set it up to auto. It starts jumping back to its position. There we go. So now we managed one. Let's just go back and select the second one. Spacing, nothing extraordinary. Let's put it back to auto. And then these ones I will not touch because I know that we didn't. But if you didn't know, if you are unsure of what went wrong, then go in and then make sure everything is set up correctly. On here, I can see that there's a piece of text that is overlapping this other side as well. So I'll click on the actual text element. I will go into sizing, or sorry, the spacing. See that everything is fine over here. There is nothing that is majorly pushed out of its norms. And then go into sizing. In sizing, I can see that there is nothing set up, so I will set it up as auto and height to auto. It starts putting things back to its norm, as you see. And then I click on this element over here, and then I can see that there is a big gap on the bottom. So I'll just go to sizing, put it back to auto, height to auto, and then we have managed everything back on its place, and then it looks good on each and every one of the devices. Okay, so this is when you're using templates. In case you're using your own custom designs, it will be a similar thing. You just need to see what device the things happen, and then you select that one, and then you modify it. So this is This is the major reason why I say don't use drag handles. People don't really understand what the drag handles do. Even with the training that we did so far, it's just hard for the people to actually understand it. So if you want, you can use the drag handles with this training, with this tutorial. Now you know how to put it back as well, but my suggestion is just follow everything on the left hand side here. With the drag handles, you cannot put precise measures. On here I want it to be this high, on here I want it to be this high. There will be differences. There will, like, it will look different. You cannot manage it properly with the numbers, and this is why I like to use the sizing and the spacing on here, because I can put it pixel perfect as I want it originally, as I want it to be. So this is why I suggest you to use do not use the drag handles all the time, but these ones on the side. That's basically explanation. Okay, cool. So I hope this will fix your nightmares that you were having so far. But that's just how it works. If you select one device, it will change one device, but it also has this thing over here. Let me just show you. So if you have a look on here, this is a little GIF animation which says tiles applied to smaller screens flow up to larger screens. If you put something on a laptop, it will apply it also on a desktop. Now here, the vertical tablet is chosen. It will be changed to a yellow color, and then it will not affect the smaller device, but it will affect the two or the one higher device until the laptop. So test this out. Make sure that you understand this. It will be changed at a later point. We'll have content locking that this flowing up to higher to the bigger screens doesn't happen, but I feel that this actually makes it easier for me to manage my sites when it flows up to different screens, because I can edit one thing over here. Like, for example, I can put the color of this to yellow, and if this was not set up particularly to be white, then it will be flowing up to bigger screens. Okay, it was set up to be white, so it will show white. But if it wasn't set up to be white, it was just set up like to show no color, then it will, all of these will be yellow, and this is sometimes what I want. So understanding what this does, like these things, is going to get rid of your frustrations and nightmares, as you said. Cool. One of your templates says sales consultant. When I tried to edit it or remove it, couldn't get the word consultant. Where will I find a tutorial on editing templates, please? Andrew, I don't know what template you're talking about, but when you're importing a template, for example, which I did over here, I imported the brand identity template, which is this one over here. This is a template that Mike uses as well on his website, so Mike feels same. Let me just delete this one. This is the brand identity template in case you want to delete the name of it. Okay, so as you can see here in the upper corner, it says the brand identity template. If you want to rename this, you come into pages, click these three dots, and rename it. Okay, so you rename it. So this is now David Lemon's template. If you rename it, then you will see that this is David Lemon's template, and this will be the name of the page. If you also want, you can rename the site. So instead of test, which I created, you can rename it David Lemon's site. This will be now the site that I'm working on. So it's here in the upper right hand side corner, site settings, and then you see this sidebar here where you can manage the business or the website name. That's basically it. I don't know if this is what you mean, that you couldn't get the word consultant out, could remove the word consultant, but I'm pretty sure this is what will help you. Cool. Where do we find the challenge? Newbie here. So Carly, good question. If you would like to participate in the challenge, just come over to our YouTube channel, which I explained earlier, which is Groove Digital. So youtube.com/Groove Digital, or you just search for the word Groove Digital in YouTube. and you'll be able to find it in our videos. Okay, there was 7 weeks or 5 weeks in a row. This is the Imperfect Action Challenge module number 5, and then there was another one, module number 4, module number 3, module number 2, and module number 1. But you can also search for it just anywhere, basically. Imperfect Action Challenge. If you type that in here, you will find module 4, module 3, module 5, module 2, module 1. You can also search in Google Imperfect Action Challenge. Okay. If you search in Google, you'll find it as well. Module 1, module 5, 2, 3, 4. This will be actually showing it to you. If you type in module number 2, it will be giving you the module number 2. Basically, literally anywhere you'll find it. Cool. Let's just go on to the next question from Diane. Book, I believe it's pronounced book. I find some of this confusing, not technically yet. Okay, this is quite a long comment, so I cannot see the whole comment, but I will try to answer it from what I can see here. Not technically yet, because I'm not that far. I can't wrap up my mind around how it works from a marketing perspective. If I have a low ticket offer and a high ticket offer, both available in a single membership portal, and I want to direct someone to either one specifically, I don't want to have to say aa.domain.com or qq.domain.com, or do I? So same brand, different products. Does it make sense? I'm laughing as I type this because so Diane, you can set up 2 memberships. Like, one will be for one of the products, the other one will be for another product. That's just how usually it goes. You can also set up one membership where you give one category for your free for your lower ticket product, and another category for your higher ticket product. Then in the access levels, you just manage who gets what. If somebody purchased the lower ticket product, will get access to the lower ticket product, but we'll also see the higher ticket product because that will be there in case they want to upgrade. And I believe that is a good strategy to leave it there, to see that there is still something that they cannot access. People psychologically work that way, that in case you give them something, that's cool, but in case you give them something and you show that there is something else that they cannot get, this creates a want, this creates a desire, and this creates basically free upgrades for you. So you can create one membership. One category will have the lower ticket product, the other category will have the higher ticket product inside one membership area. You don't necessarily have to have 2 domains for that one, and at this moment you cannot connect a custom domain yet. With GrooveMember, it will be a subdomain. However, if you would like to have 2 different domains, you'll be able to say, okay, if somebody purchased the lower ticket product, give them this membership area, which is completely different from the higher ticket membership area, which you give to people that purchase the higher ticket product. Inside the Imperfect Action Challenge module number 4, we go into the fulfillment. So this is what you can watch in order to understand this a little bit better. Since there has been so many updates to GrooveMail, is there a video or place where I can get most current training regarding GrooveMail? The one that I showed earlier. If you just search in YouTube for GrooveMail, so on our channel, if you search for GrooveMail, the one with automation sequences, this was the last training that I did specifically on the topic of GrooveMail. However, I also talked inside the in the Imperfect Action Challenge module number 3 and module number 4, I talked about GrooveMail, setting up sequences, setting up automations, and setting up these kinds of things. So both of these cover GrooveMail, and this was November 30th. So this is the newest, freshest training that I did on those 2. So module number 3, module number 4 of the Imperfect Action Challenge, Al Palazzo will help you. Javier, I have noticed a side scroll problem for very small devices like iPhone 5T happened even in GrooveFunnels sales page. Should I report it, or is support already aware? Absolutely report it. In case you see something, just report it. Go to the feedback portal and report it there, because that's something that our devs are looking at. What time is in your city? The time in my city is 6:50 p.m. At this moment. Not quite sure why this is relevant, but there we go. I always have some issues with text on GroovePages. It doesn't seem to make me easy to change type. Basically, you click on it, you click one more time in order to type. There's not science really into it. I don't know what you're trying to do. You click on click on it once in order to select the element, and you click in it one more time in order to start typing. That's the science behind it. But so when you click on something else, this selects the element. It says text element. But in order to start typing, you would need to click into it one more time. In case you're selecting text, okay, you need to be inside these borders. Let me just open another page in order to show this a bit better. Let's just find a wireframe block, content block. Cool, this one will work. I'm trying to display how to actually select text. In case you want to select text, you can see this green area is now the border of this container. If you want to select text, you click inside on the text element, you select it, but you need to stay inside the borders of this green in order to be able to manage this one with the text editor over here. Let me show you what happens if you select the text and go out. Okay, it deselects everything. So if you click on it, you select the text and you go out from that element, it just deselects the text. It just goes out. If you select the text and you stay in the borders of that element, then it will allow you to actually select the whole thing and then edit it. What my trick here is to click inside, select a part of the text, and click Control A or Command A. Let me just show you. So these are this one and then the letter A. You select it, and then it selects everything. It selects the whole text inside that one element, and then you can manage it if you want to, like, make it bold, in case you want to make it italic and things like that. But when selecting the text, just don't go out of the borders because it will just deselect everything. This is literally the basics, or not the basics, but everything you need to know about text. You click inside, you click one more time in order to manage it. Hopefully this explains it a little bit easier, Mikey. How can I delete the payment gateway that I've saved already inside GrooveSell? You cannot delete the payment gateway because it is connected. It is basically inside the code. It says if somebody makes a payment, one of these payment gateways will be making it. GrooveSell doesn't have a way in knowing which one is active, which one you're using, and which one you're not using, and it cannot check if you used one payment gateway and then you decided to stop using it. If you already used it for some payments, it basically needs to be there. It needs to show up so that the reporting and the whole backend systems work. This, unfortunately, you cannot remove at this moment the payment gateways. I had the same question to the devs earlier, and that was the answer I got. Because if we would remove, for example, if somebody would remove the payment gateways that were already used, that would cause a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, a lot of problems, even with the payment gateway connections. So that is deactivated at this moment. Will it be possible at a later time? I believe it will. It will be possible to remove, most probably not right now, not in the near future, but at one time, it will be possible to remove the inactive payment gateways, in my opinion. This is something that I got from the developers, that at one point they're looking into solutions on how to manage those payment gateways. I believe at one point it will be, but right now at this moment it is not, and it is not even planned for the near future. There are bigger, better priorities that need to be sorted right now. Cool. Question: how does a client cancel their subscription within the GrooveMember course area, and does it cancel immediately or at end of term? So you at this moment, there is no way to cancel a subscription right now. You can cancel the payment from GrooveSell, and you can set up automation in case a payment was canceled, in case yeah, basically in case the payment was canceled. If it was a subscription, if the payment was canceled, then just cancel out the payments. But there is no way to actually deny them access to the membership at this moment. This will be managed by automations, and more of the automations are coming to manage that. For now, my suggestion is to set up somehow content delivery, that in case you do subscription based, like dripping the content, then you basically do a membership area that will drip out the content. You can set up the content to not be dripped out immediately, but for example, you set up that content they are getting like every month a little bit of the content. This will make it so that when they don't pay, they will not be able to see the content. You can just cancel out that customer. You can maybe delete them from the membership. At this moment, it's not possible, but it will be coming soon. There will be also sorting and other kinds of management of the members in the membership area. At this moment, it is just not available right now. My buttons in my opt-in are not saving my affiliate URLs or page links. Also, although I have set up my integrations to GetResponse, the opt-in form for GR is not okay. GetResponse is not saving my integration setup, like which list to send and the thank you redirect. I click update and save at every step, but if I go to GrooveFunnels and go back in none of my work has saved. Email support and they said they would escalate it. Any idea why this is happening? I would need to see, Heather, how you are working with it. I don't know from the words that you gave me, from the text that you gave me. I'm not able to understand what could be the issue. But if support is looking into it, they will be able to actually look into your account, log into your account, and see why this is happening on your account. I haven't seen this issue yet, so we'll need to see what the support gives you as a solution, unfortunately. Can you have a two-step order form on your funnels? You can have a multi-step order form, which we have inside GrooveSell. When you go into GrooveSell, people are used to using order forms because other platforms use them. It's not called two-step order form, it's called multi-step order forms, and big platforms use it. Shopify uses it, and other platforms, Kartra even. We have a multi-step one. It works the same way. It's just not in two steps. It's just in like one is the user information, the other one is contact information, the third one is billing, and the fourth one, I don't know. There are all, I believe, 3 or 4 steps. Let's have a look. So if I go into product funnels, I will make the screen bigger for you to see as well. Just give me a moment. I have quite a lot of funnels over here, so it takes a bit of time to load. I'll probably need to delete some of those so that these trainings are a bit quicker. I'll use the healthy eating trends, which I used for the tutorial when I was creating it for the Imperfect Action Challenge. So manage products. And over here, I actually want to get the link. So clicking on this shopping cart icon when I'm in the product funnels, this will give me an options to choose how I want to present the checkout. Now it is loading because, as I said, I have a lot of things happening in my GrooveSell account. I'll need to clear it out. But let's just wait and see. I am a sponge. I am a sponge. Cool. Oh, I got it. Perfect. Okay. Come on. Okay, so this is where I was, Francisco. Cool. Let me just try to click one more time. If this doesn't work, we'll try to go and Okay, here we go. So, Francisco, if you're watching right now, let me just zoom in so you can see it a bit better. You can choose what kind of checkout type you want to do. Do you want to show only one price, or do you want to show multiple prices? Okay, so this is where you choose which one you would like. Let's just use single price. And here you can choose how many steps you want. Would you like to show everything on the same, like everything on the one checkout form, or do you want a multi-step? If you choose a multi-step, this is how the multi-step will show up. So it will have a couple of steps, not two, as in ClickFunnels, as in some of the platforms. We have multiple, and this we use also in yeah, it's three, with the fourth one being the finish. So it's three: contact, billing, payment. It's actually a 3-step order form. So the first one, it's asking for the details like Anna Banana. Then you go to the billing. Then you set up the billing options. For example, here, there we go, continue to payment, and that's basically it. So these are the 3 steps. On the finish, it just says thank you very much you for the payment, and then it redirects the customer or the visitors to the other page. So that's it. We don't have 2-step, we have 3-step. GrooveMail opt-in, email and sequence is not received, but leads are listed. Any advice? GrooveMail is having some kind of trouble at this moment. This is this is being fixed by our developers. Just give it a little bit of time. It is getting the changes deployed. We're testing all kinds of things. Happened from when these issues started happening. So there's a multiple different things that connect to each other. So one of the automations is not working, then the email sequence will not be sent, and a welcome email is not being sent. So all of these issues need to be fixed. It needs a little bit of time, so give it a bit of time. It will be ironed out. When we are selling website builds, can we use a template we already have as demos for what we can build? I'm not talking about selling the templates, but using the template as a mock-up. You could use it as a mock-up, but you know what you could do even better if you change the template a little bit and you include your own branding. So there are people that don't really understand the line of selling the templates and selling the modified templates, and people like, well, it's the same thing, it's just a different picture. Well, it's not only a different picture, it helps you with branding. I would never sell somebody else's product without changing it. For example, if I find a template that I like, and there is no way in hell that I would try to do something with the same exact thing that I just got from somebody else. It just doesn't look professional, because others can market the same templates. Like let's just say you're selling website builds, but you promote the mock-up of a template that our designers created, and this person goes out and then searches the market and sees that the same templates are available even for free sometimes, with other people, or with basically just creating a GrooveFunnels account. So it will create a problem for you at a later point with the customer service and everything. You may charge for mock-ups, you may charge for something that other people can get somewhere else. My suggestion, like, don't even go in there. Don't do that. Stand out. Take a template that you like, change things around, change the colors, change the images, put on your logo, link in your logo. You know what? You could also go in and then actually set up the SEO settings on the pages. Like, go into the page. For example, this is now the template I want. I would change the logo. I would maybe change the background image, put on some colors on here, change out this background image, maybe the fonts a little bit, so that it looks completely different. And then you know what you could do? You could put up your logo. Like, I would choose my logo on here. I would choose my logo. Let's just find something like, for example, this one, Media Pio. It will not be good because it's dark, but doesn't matter. So I'll just use the Media Pio logo on here, and I would link this logo back to my business. So for example, my business is GrooveFunnels, GrooveFunnels.com, and I link it in. Okay, because if the people actually use the same logo, at least it will be linked to my business. So that's what I would do. Also, a big big thing that I heard from one of our very smart ladies: fill in this. Like, if this is your business, it's called I don't know, bestwebsitesbuild.coms, then I would just say best website builds. Then over here, meta keywords, meta description. This template was created by best website builds.com. Okay, because in case the people don't change it, like you still have like a backlink of some sort in case they don't decide. It's just basically branding yourself a little bit better, not selling other people's stuff. It's just don't do even the mock-ups with our templates, because it just doesn't look good for your business. You're selling you're visually selling somebody else's products. It's just not a good tactic. Like, definitely change the images. People are very visual people. People are very visual creatures. If they see it on your site, they will maybe log in and create a GrooveFunnels account and then see the same thing over there. They'll be just not convinced that you're the right fit for them. Is there a section in our account that has premium templates, or is what we have when we signed up for premium page templates? If you have a free account, I'll show you here. If you have a paid account, you will see everything over here. So give it a moment to load, and you'll see everything on here. You can scroll down for quite a few minutes, and all of these templates are available with one click. In case you're on a free account, you'll have a little crown icon. Let me just log into my free account in order to show you. You'll need to upgrade. It will give you an option to upgrade, which, for example, this one. Cool. Let's just go on to GroovePages. And on here, if I want to go into one of these pages and create another page using a template, okay, you can see that this one is premium, this one is premium, this one is premium, this one is premium, and there are most of these at lower down will be premium. Okay, so if it says premium and when you hover over it, it says upgrade to pro, it will not be available for you. Okay, so this is the distinction between the free and the paid templates. I imported the magazine swipes from my JV page. It linked to another affiliate. That was a bummer. Choose your links and then switch the links up. I don't know where you got the affiliate, the magazine swipes. I don't know where you got them, but you need to change the links. Get your links in there. So I don't know how you got into this one, but the affiliate links definitely work. GrooveMember issue on blank homepage fixed on builder side, but customer side still blank. Trying on 4 different devices, multiple hard reloads and cache clearing. Please report it on the feedback portal. Best link, please, to get started, like a quick resource video or step-by-step outline. I'm experienced in other platforms, just looking for a quick step guide, please. I don't know who you are, but I don't know what you're actually trying to do. In case you're trying to set up a store, there are videos for that. In case you're setting up a website, there are videos for that. In case you're setting up a membership, there are videos for that. In case you're setting up an email, there's video for that. So I don't know what you're trying to do, but please decide what you're trying to do and search for those keywords. Setting up a landing page, setting up a store, setting up like something, just type into YouTube channel, type into our Facebook group, type into the Groove Digital Academy, type into our even our support desk, like support.groovedigital.com. This is the portal that you'll get over here, and you can just search here in this search area. Like anywhere you are, just look for the things that you are planning to do. I don't know what you're trying to do. There is no one answer for all, like a one ring to rule them all. So you'll need to see what you're trying to do, and then it will be actually helpful for searching for those keywords. I created my first course on GrooveMember on laptop. Everything works perfectly, but on mobile, it's not optimized. When will the courses be optimized for mobile view as well? There is no date. We are still working hard on functionalities. Some of the buttons don't even work yet. GrooveMember is very new, so mobile optimization will be later down the line. At this moment, some of the basic functionality is not working properly, and there are still a lot of features that need to get added in order for it to work as it should. Mobile optimization is just the next step, the phase 2 of making GrooveMember work as we plan it to. What's your birthday plan for the day, David? Being here with you guys, that's the best plan I can get. I really don't have a plan. I got a couple of birthday gifts, which were awesome. Most of the times, food, because I'm a food lover. I love food, and most of them are already gone, so I got rid of them. It was great. So the plans we'll have some sort of a nice small get together with just a couple of friends over the weekend because of Corona and stuff. With free account, which tools of Groove we can use to earn income? Each and every one of the platforms is created for you to earn, to create systems that can earn you money. How we can promote Groove product affiliate links so we can have traffic free? That is not the question that I can give you right now. Traffic is something that you need to work for. It's not something that you can just get for free. Which platform we can use it to have sale? GrooveSell is to have sales. I'm not sure what you're trying to do. If you're doing affiliate promotion, look into ways of actually getting affiliate to promote affiliate links. It is hard work. Okay, it is not just you sign up and you make money. I know that sometimes I present it that way, and sometimes our company and others even promote it that way, but it is work. It requires thinking. It requires putting up systems of bringing in customers, setting up a page where you actually convert those customers into contacts, into members, and things like that. It requires work. Look into our YouTube channel over here. If you type in affiliate, you can see we created affiliate landing pages. For example, building out an awesome affiliate page using GroovePages. This is one of the builds that I did, where we are building out something like this. You can use this type of thing in order to create your own pages. So yeah, just look into the tools and the resources we can give you. Let's see, simplest affiliates funnel built with a delayed button. This was in July. We have more options than it was available right back then, but just go out there and try to learn the system that you got your hands on, and then look into also like driving traffic for free, what you can do. Most of the times it will be going into groups and forums, helping out, making yourself known as an authority. But it's a process that takes time. You can go in to actually do giveaways. This is what I teach, because that's a great free way to do a lot of money quickly, but it requires work. Cool. Next question is from Fabian. For the same reason, for the same form that you're showing, how can we add API code for form submission? For example, to properly opt in someone into third-party SMS program. That would go through webhooks. In case you're having, let's just see if I have a pop-up on here. Yeah. In case you're having a pop-up or a form or something like that, you can actually create an automation, not an integration, or you can actually use integration using Zapier. You can use Zapier, but you can use also Post, which is a webhook. In case you want to use webhooks, you can use something like Zapier webhooks, or I have Publi. Public Connect. It's basically just an alternative to Zapier. Once you log in, you can get these types of workflows. So when you create a workflow, let's say GP, I don't know, post. I know it said post like postman, but that's something that it does. It takes something and delivers it somewhere else. So I will choose webhooks. I give I get a link over here. It's a webhook URL. I can copy this over and paste it in over here to my form, to the form container. I set it up as post and then set and put this form URL. Okay, I click update, and then over here I set up this one to be name, this one to be email, and this one to be your price offer. Okay, I can save and exit, and I can publish this. Once it's published, I can open, and I will refresh and say make an offer, and now this form is connected to my webhook, which is in Publi. So if I want to do something like this, I can just fill out the name Anna Banana. The price offer will be 25. Okay, I'm missing a button. Great, David, you are amazing. Let me just put in a button quickly. So this is a form submit button. I'll make the button nice bright yellow so we can see it. Text, some dark text, and make it a bit bigger. Aha, here's the button. It's just invisible to the naked eye. Okay, so here is the button. If I click the submit button, it should be sending it over. So this is submit, set up to submit, update, save and exit, publish. Sorry about that. I didn't set up a button correctly. Let's just see it now. So it's now connected to our webhook. Make an offer. I will fill out these details. Where is my button again? Here it is. Cool. The price offer 25, and then I will activate here capture webhook response. I'm waiting for things to come there. So submit. There is something that we didn't set up correctly. Okay, let's do it one more time. Configure. Yeah, the post URL was not updated properly. Okay, here, if we go out, go back in, just gets deleted for some reason. Let's try one more time. I tested it yesterday. I plan to do a webhooks training on this. So let's give it one more time. Yeah, the webhooks get deleted on the form. Let's just try to put in a block with the form in here. So the same thing over here in the form container inside of the post, we set it up to be webhook. So inside of the integration, we set it up to be webhook. We paste in the details, click the update. Let's click out and click back in just to see if we still have it. Yeah, we still have it. It seems that on the pop-up it doesn't remember it, but on this one it remembers it. We'll set it up as name, update, publish. And then once we published, we can open it, refresh just to see that that other block here. And if we have a look, it is still waiting for the response. If we fill it out with Anna Banana and we can click this button, which is response accepted, and then Publi will recognize that there was something sent to that webhook. Okay, so in a couple of moments, it will actually recognize that there was something sent because we got the response accepted. And then from here, you can actually connect it with a different app. You can send it to Twilio, you can send it to somewhere else, but that would be using webhooks or using Zapier. But these both are most of the times paid apps that you need to use. So it seems that Publi is not working. It's just getting lazy. So basically that's how to do it. Recapture webhook. There we go. So the webhook recognized the name and the email that was posted, and now you can forward this to another app like Twilio. Twilio is an SMS sending app. Send the SMS message, connect with Twilio. You log in with your details, and then you can actually use this message, use these details to send something else. Cool. I'll be doing a deeper webhook tutorial for that. Bob has a question. I have my custom domain I connected to GrooveKart, but when I go to the .com, it's blank page showing the Groove logo. I have the DNS settings with Cloudflare, etc. In other words, I can only see the front-end store when using the subdomain URL. I don't know what question is this one. There is no question on here. The question would be, what should I do to fix this? I don't know how your Cloudflare is set up. You shouldn't be using Cloudflare at all with GrooveKart. GrooveKart has everything built in. I would need to see how you managed your domain. Basically, you just need to copy the name servers to your domain registrar, and that should be it. There is really not that big of a science behind it. If you need help, have a look into the GrooveKart accelerator. In the module number 1, we actually went through and purchased a domain, connected it in like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. So that would need to be done. We did it somewhere around here. Somewhere around the mark 1 hour 5 seconds, we go into the connecting a domain to the store. So we go into Namecheap, we purchase a domain, we connect it to GrooveKart, and basically that's it. So have a look, Bob, into the 3-day GrooveKart accelerator. This is how it is called. It's on YouTube. It's in our Facebook group. You'll find it very easily. Cool. Let's just go on to the next question. We'll be able to delete customers members from our site. Also, I'm not receiving the welcome emails from membership, but receiving the sales affiliate emails. Is this a bot or something that I could be doing wrong? So at this moment, you cannot delete the members from your membership site, and then not receiving welcome emails is just an issue that GrooveMail has. You will not be receiving notifications about signups. That is not available right now, but the welcome emails should be sending, and it is sending on some platforms. It is not sending on some platforms. Our dev is working on it. It will just need a little bit of time to get that finalized. If I'm doing print on demand in GrooveKart, is there a way to do custom printing? If someone wants to put their name on a product, is that possible? Not right now with the integrations we have right now. None of the integrations offer that kind of products. So that would need to be waited a little bit for newer integrations that will allow this kind of things to happen. Where do I get help when stuck? Like, I was following David's iMac challenge and I'm stuck. Been rewatching, but still stuck. Okay. And what I see on my screen looks different from David's. Like, when I click funnel, I see funnel 1, funnel 2, funnel 3, and the funnels I ended up in funnel 4. Why? How did that happen? Is there a setting I need to change? Veya, you created multiple funnels. You didn't create multiple pages in a funnel. So let me just show you what you did wrong. From what I understand from this, what you just wrote, you went in and you created a funnel. Okay, let's just add a blank page onto the funnel. Okay, here we go. So now you have a funnel. If you go out, you create another funnel and another funnel, and it will create multiple funnels. But you need not multiple funnels, you need one funnel but multiple pages. This is what you want to have, and this is what I feel that may have happened. So you don't want multiple funnels on here, but you need multiple pages in one funnel. Then you can follow everything. This is just a question that the group can help you with, and I highly suggest, in case you get stuck like this, please download loom.com. You just go to loom.com. I will be logged in immediately, so I will not see the... Let's just do it here, loom.com. if I zoom in, this is the actual app that I highly suggest. You have it as a Chrome extension. You click it, and you can immediately start recording. You don't have to record yourself on here, but you can record your screen, just a desktop or the current tab, and then it will create a small little video which you can share inside a Facebook group and get assistance with it. So don't get stuck, as you mentioned. I need help when I get stuck, following, and I'm stuck. I've been watching and stuck. So don't get stuck. You don't have to do it, because there's a lot of people that are on the same path where you are. Just you need to explain a little bit what you're having, what kind of problems you're having. The best way to do it is with a video. So create a short video, pop it into the group, say, I would need assistance. Is there, can anybody tell me what I'm doing wrong? And then there will be there will be a lot of people that will be helping you with that one. Cool. How do we choose all devices? It's very simple. Joy, just click on the devices. So at this moment, I have chosen all of them. If you see, let me just zoom out a little bit here. Oops, let me close this. If you click on one device, one will be pink. If you click on the other one, the other will be pink. If you click on this one, this will be pink. But if you come over here to the desktop and you click one more time, all of them will be all of them will be changed. Okay. When you click on this one and you click one more time to this, then both of these will be selected. Okay. So when you click on here and then we'll click one more time, everything will be selected except the desktop. So in order to select all the devices, one more time you click on the desktop and you click one more time, this will select all the devices at the same time. Okay, cool. Let's just see. Do we have to use Zapier or MailChimp for emails, or is there one bulletin GrooveMail? You can use Zapier or MailChimp or GrooveMail. At this moment, GrooveMail doesn't have an integration yet, so that you will need to embed a form onto your page, but integration with GrooveMail will be coming. At this moment, it is just not possible right now. I have a question, David, about my GrooveKart store. It has been very troubling to me. Here's a short video to show you. I will probably not go into watching this video, Jim. I will watch it when I'm done with this live stream. There is a lot of questions that I would need to answer here, and don't want to waste time with watching videos. Is this Zapier, MailChimp, and GrooveMail we can use as free account? You can use Zapier on a free account. You can use MailChimp on a free account, and you can use GrooveMail as well on a free account. My mobile device is still not resizing to small enough view. I don't know what that means. My mobile device view is still not resizing to small enough view. What is small enough? And I don't really understand your question, Janet. What's a standard Groove template? I don't really know. I think there was something with the word consulting on the template. Not quite sure what was the question anymore. But have a try with the solution that I gave you if this is what you were asking. For Groove product promotion, or we need to take a subscription. I don't really understand if people write here like in this type of a way. Like, don't break it up. Ask one question. Don't make it too long, because then the comments will not show up but ask a full questions, please. I would appreciate, because like this, I don't know what this should mean. My mobile view is okay, not small enough view. I don't really understand. For Can you import funnels from other platforms yet? You can give it a try. Some funnels will be imported nicely, some funnels will not. GrooveFunnels is still blocking us heavily, so that is not an option right now. But other platforms like Kartra is working quite nicely right now. WordPress is working also quite nicely. So you just need to give it a try. From Robert, happy birthday, no questions. Thank you very much. Do you know when the sender verification issue will be resolved? It is being worked on. I don't know when it will be like, yeah, today is the day when there is no more issues. It's being worked on. In GroovePages, why does import layout only sometimes work, sometimes not work? Without admin access, what's the best way to make it work best? I was trying demo feature to a prospect. Um, Darcy, you know as well, this is just a feature that is being developed. I cannot tell you how to make it work every time. What's the best way to make it work? It just realizes some elements on the page that you're importing. It is being constantly developed. There was a deployment yesterday to it that will import WordPress websites and Quattro sites much smoother, and it will look better. It's being worked on, as you know, with everything else. It just needs time. I don't have the best practices on how to use the import feature. It just sometimes imports the page nicely, sometimes it doesn't. There is no science into it at this moment, unfortunately. Not sure if you can answer here, but I'm not sure how to promote tomorrow's Groove Digital Present webinar. Still capture leads for GrooveFunnel sign up upgrade suggestions. Um, See who will need the actual magazine, who wants to learn more about marketing, about tools, about promotions, about things like that, and promote it to them. Find your audience first, see who wants to learn more about those, then give them an offer. Like, give them some bonus, give them something that to make them actually come to the training. That's my suggestion. I don't know who your clients are. You are talking about your clients. Sometimes get them to come. Like, if they can benefit from more training, more content, more help, then absolutely they will be the people that you want. And believe me, tomorrow's webinar will be great, will be awesome, because we are preparing something cool for you guys. Let's see where I stopped. Sretan Rojendan, thank you very much. Hvala, that's a Croatian thank you. Cool, let me see where I stopped. There's loads of questions on here. Okay. I'm a GrooveMember. Is there a way I can receive confirmation that someone signed up and I have a new member? How can I delete a member that got auto access due to him paying but ask for a refund? You cannot delete a member at this moment. You can reach out to support. They can maybe do something from the back end, but from the front end for the customer, you cannot delete them right now. You can get them a refund, but there is no way to actually deny them from accessing the membership right now at this moment. I've been setting up a GrooveKart. Oh yeah, and receive a confirmation that someone signed up. That is going to be a connection with GrooveMail. At this moment, it is still not available. I've been setting up GrooveKart store for eBooks. Is there a way to do a mobi, Amazon device, and epub for other readers on one listing? We could not download another file in the variances. Like, why not give them both? Like, it's the same product, so instead of one product, you give them two at the same time. So just create a nice little folder. You can zip it up, or like create a zipped version of the folder and give the epub and the mobi version immediately at the same time as one download. So you're not selling two products, you're selling one product, because it is actually one product. It's just two versions of the product. It's like selling a Word document and a PDF. It's the same product, it's just saved in a different format. So I suggest just zipping it up, like creating a folder that keeps both of the products and giving access to both of those when you're selling it. I want to use GrooveVideo in my members area, but when I take an embed code, it's too small. I'm forced to use Vimeo on YouTube. How can I control the video display size? Mohammed, there was a workaround with the CSS. One of the members posted in the group. Just search for GrooveVideo size or GrooveVideo embed or GrooveMember, GrooveVideo embed, or something like that. You will find this workaround. It was by Tony Epwright. It's a CSS workaround, but our dev team is also working on a better solution to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore. Sir, for example, my GroovePages is name XYZ and my domain is abc.com. How I publish at my domain? Okay, so the page name is XYZ and domain is ABC. So in case it's not the home page, when you publish your domain, it will be abc.com/XYZ. How to publish your domain? Look into our support desk, or even when you're in the builder, like click over here in the upper right hand side corner, click this publishing help. This will show you full guide on getting your domain connected, how to publish using a domain, how to publish with a Namecheap domain, how to publish using a GoDaddy domain, building a simple page. Okay, so this is now how to get email forwarding. Here is also in the imperfect action, we connected a domain, connecting a custom domain with the pages and publishing it. So there's a lot of content that you can search, but just don't be afraid to click over here to the publishing help. It's a link when you're in the GroovePages. Just click in there and you will see what you need to do. Okay, I just answered that one. I miss how to choose all devices, Soulbox Pink in GroovePages. I actually showed it a little bit later. Hi David, I noticed that one of my funnel pages will not publish after I made some changes to it. Have tried a hard reload but still the same. Any suggestion how to fix it? Is the first page in my funnel. Just one page doesn't want to publish. I didn't see this issue yet, but I definitely don't have a solution right out of the gate. Please reach out to support. There are the higher tier support team can look into your account and they can see what could be causing it. I really don't have a solution right now for that. Boom, boom, boom. Hi David, I noticed. Okay, this is the same question with a Q in front of it. Sir, how Google Form is connected to GroovePage? You take a Google Form embed code and you place it in there. I don't actually want to go in to show you when you create, or you can also search for it, embed. Just type in embed Google Form website. This is a video that will show you. It's not mine. There is loads of videos that you can see. Most of them will show you the same step by step. Embed Google Form in website. It will give you an explanation. Question I just bought. Great. While using the brand identity template, did you find a way to replace the shadow area with our own picture? It's a background image. This is a background. You need to replace the whole thing. Where is it? I don't have it on here, but once you import it, it's not a shadow that you replace. It's the whole background you need to replace. Let me just show you. Oh, this is a free account. Basically, this is the background on that template. Addy will understand. You click onto the block background section and you replace the image over here. This is the image that has that shadow silhouette of the person on that template. When will the import function for ClickFunnels be sorted? Well, this is being worked on. They are actually blocking us even harder than on the beginning. There is, like, you could go and ask ClickFunnels that, could you please stop blocking us? We want to leave. There's no way. Like, our promise was that we'll try our best to actually make it work for you. We want to give our best, but ClickFunnels is also giving their best to have you not leave, to have you stay and keep paying their bills. So sorry, I have to leave, no problem. Do we have an email function yet similar to Active Campaign? Sorry if I just jumped on. Yes, we have GrooveMail. GrooveMail is similar. It's going to be similar with like Active Campaign, with automation sequences, broadcast tagging, lists, and things like that. If you're on a platinum membership, you'll have unlimited lists, unlimited tags, unlimited automations as well. So definitely a good investment. It's still on a very early stages. It is being developed constantly. We're adding on new features all the time, but it's getting better and better. Okay, there's a big comments. I cannot see the whole message. I just bought the Platinum Lifetime and it seems really promising to me. I was wondering if there's a way or planning to have it in the future, create stores to sell them. It looks like I could create a free account and create a store with the basic plan, but I'm not allowed to add custom domain. You actually can add a custom domain. You cannot add payment gateways. It It would be nice if I could create a store and sell it with a domain for a client, and they may upgrade Groove in the future. Besides that, are you planning to include agency capabilities? Yes, I don't see the name of this person. If this is you, if you're watching, please just click over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This will allow me to see your name and then know who I'm communicating with. But yes, we will have agency features. And no, I cannot say right now if we will have the option to sell a store, but you definitely can access or actually create stores with custom domains in GrooveKart. So if we go into GrooveKart, I'm on a free account right now. I can create a new store, and we will give it a go. Pack availability, create a store. It will be built quite quickly. Let's just wait a little bit. Pending queue number 0. Let's just try and refresh. It's still being built. We'll wait for it to get built, and then we'll come back to it. But definitely, I don't think custom domains are something that is restricted, but the payment gateways are restricted. So you can use GroovePay or PayPal. Okay, we'll check back later. Let's just continue with the comments. Do we have email? Yeah, I just answered that one. What are your thoughts about Google Ads versus Facebook Ads? Which is preferred? Both. Do both. You will collect different people on different platforms. Google is good because it gives you people that are searching for solutions. You're selling pineapples. People that will come on Google, where do I buy pineapples? You can create an ad, or you can show an ad for them, which is more specific to people's needs. More people are looking for solutions. You're giving them the solution. On Facebook, you're showing it to everybody. It's like it's like throwing breadcrumbs in the water and then hoping that the fish comes out and eats it. There will be fish that come up and eat those breadcrumbs, but it's just like throwing into the wild. You don't know if somebody will buy or somebody will not buy, if somebody's interested or somebody is not interested. So depends on your product. In case you're selling, I don't know, fidget spinners, there's not a lot of people that want to buy a fidget spinner just because they are going out to Google and searching for it. Then in that case, Facebook is better because it's like impulse buy. On Facebook, people like to buy stuff that they didn't plan to buy, but on Google, people like to go and search with intent, and this is the key with Google. So at this moment, there is no better or worse. Do both if you can, in order to increase the in case you would like to have the better success, definitely. So while we are waiting for this to create itself, I haven't had no luck getting my forms to work all week. I'm using Aweber. Does the integration go into form element? The integration goes into a form container. So let me just open this one. Let's give it a refresh one more time. It's still being built. So I have over here a page with a form. So one of the form fields is an input field. The other one is another input field, another button. So this button needs to be a submit button that you can link to have a submit option. So this is not the right button on here. We'll need to go into the form submit button. Okay. This, then add a color to it. There we go. So now input field, I want to collect the name here. You need to give it a name. Let me just remove your name here. You need to give it a name for the input. So depending on your platform, I said you're using Aweber. I don't know how Aweber collects it, but you can just type in name over here, update, and over here you type in email and then email update. This will give Aweber the correct details, like, okay, if somebody fills out this form, these people are sending over their name and their email details. Now, when you set this up, you click out. It needs to be a form container. Okay, here you set up your integration. In your case, it will be Aweber. At this moment, I have Lemon MailChimp over here, and then you select what list you want it to go to, and then what happens after somebody filled out this form. Where will they be redirected? Would it be to a URL? Would it be to a different page on your site? Would it be to a pop-up? Would it be something else? This is where you decide. At this moment, I'll just set it up as none. Once you update this, you publish, your form is working. There are tutorials on YouTube working with forms in GroovePages. Just look into it, search for some of those, and you'll be able to see step-by-step guide on different things. Also, I did, and also people created videos on Aweber, GroovePages. Okay, there is a integrate Aweber with GroovePages. There is quite a few people that created it. Some of my videos are not even showing up. Here we go. GroovePages tutorial working with forms. This is my one. It is not here high on the top, but just look into the solutions. Look into to one of these videos to find the solution if you need hand holding. Let's just go back and see if our store was created. I'm actually interested myself as well. It's still being built. Let's just leave this out, but my opinion is that you can build, you can connect your custom domains. Is there an ETA for another GrooveMember update specifically for the many features you've discussed today that are not available? I don't have ETAs on updates, on improvements and fixes for GrooveMember. I know there will be new things coming out. This is being developed and in QA for quite some time. Like portals, you'll be able to have portals where it shows all the, like, let me just show you what a portal is. A portal is, let's just say you have multiple different memberships, like our like this one. So you have multiple different memberships, and you want to give people access so that they buy all of them. Like, for example, this one. Each one of these is a membership, but for example, if I don't own one of these memberships, then it will connect to a sales page where it will allow people to purchase it. This over here is teachable, which I'm showing right now, but this will be available in GrooveMember soon. So we will have these kind of portals. If you actually own the membership, you can click on it and then you get into the membership area. This is one of the updates that we will have very soon to GrooveMember. The other one is going to be the file hosting. These are big updates and they require a lot of development and work with the developers. That is going to come out quite soon. But I don't have an ETA on those things that I just mentioned earlier. I created a site in GroovePages and I'm having great difficulty allowing mobile navigation menu to function correctly. The main tabs work, but the drop-down tabs don't work. How do I fix that? This is not something you can fix from your end. This needs to be fixed in the code. There is a fix ready for that. It is in the QA right now. Once it passed the quality audit, you'll be able to see improvements. I'll be doing an announcement on that once it is out. But for now, just try to not have those drop-down domains, drop-down menus. At this moment, it just doesn't look good on a mobile, but it's being fixed. Is there a way we can find out what new things, updates are happening as they are announced? Just when I announce them. There is no way, no other way to actually know, because there is so many these minor fixes and changes that go unannounced. I could just do announcements every day, so that I tell you guys about all the things that are changing, like API and the code and the backend and things like that, and the server and things that. And most of this stuff is irrelevant to you. I announce things that are relevant to you, so you don't have to be bugged and basically bored from everything that changes in the platform. A lot of changes are happening every day, so I just give you the most important things that that also affect you guys. I've been zooming through the modules. You're great at instruction. GrooveMember says I need to upgrade. I'm also having issues with my PayPal processing. Like I click PayPal button, but it brings us a pop-up which closes. We will need to look into this one. I feel that there may be an issue with PayPal. So I don't know if this is an issue on our side or the software side of things or in the browser. We'll need to have a look into this one. Send the Loom video to which group? Into the Facebook group, the Groove Digital Facebook group. In case you're having questions, our community is happy to help. There's so many questions on here. Let me just try and answer a couple more. So I'll set up a timer for 10 minutes. This will allow me to actually push out as much as I can. Question: GrooveMail, is the automatic mail working when we have someone fill out the form and add them to a list? It was not working, but stop sending emails still adds people to the Groove list. This is something that I mentioned already today. 4 or 5 times there is things being worked on GrooveMail in order to make this work. Where would I create the form for opt-in for my freebie, then a landing page? It would be in GroovePages. Do you mean that the forms from our GrooveFunnels website cannot populate as GrooveMail contacts? They can. You just need to embed a GrooveMail form into GroovePages. Then you can actually collect leads. I'm at work, but I snuck in so long enough to say happy birthday. Thank you very much, Di and Robin. When will email have an ability to import? We don't know. It's scheduled for 15th of January. If the issues with GrooveMail still continue, then it will be even pushed back further. When will the import function template be sorted? I actually answered this one for you, so I'll skip over this one. What are the only companies that are integrating with GrooveKart? Just Slingly? Can you use any other company to product with Dropified? Can you use any company products with? I don't know what company products are. You can import. In case you're using Dropified, I did a full-on training with using Dropified. You can import products from eBay, Amazon, all kinds of different platforms there. So if you want to use that, you can. I don't know what company products mean, but it's not just Slingly. Are we able to transfer our AC contacts to GrooveMail? Not yet. Will the card form GrooveSell be available in different languages such as Spanish? At a later point when we have multi-language options, then it will be. I don't have an ETA on that. The priority is to actually make the platform functioning in one language, and then we can just simply translate the platform to other languages. A question: I put the logo from GrooveFunnels in the footer of my opt-in page along with my copyright date. That's what I understood from the iMac challenge. Did I just hear you say that was the wrong thing to do? I'm confused. No, I never said that is wrong. Not quite sure what you mean, Jackie. Will the card form be available? Okay, I just answered that one. What software do you use that it shows you front of your screen like you're right now off to the side? This is OBS. It's just big letters OBS. It's a free tool, and I have a green screen. If I wave my hand, you can see it a little bit. It is a green screen behind it, so that I can give so that I can appear like this, so that that I can be on the screen with a bigger screen showing for you guys when you're watching the replays. Like Pritesh, will there be more free funnels available? And so when soon, like our designers are working on funnels and templates and things like that. Every week there are new templates added. There are different needs. People request things, and this is on the feedback portal. So in case you want to request something, go on and vote it up. I stayed on long enough to ask questions. I may have to jump off. Lol. Thank you very much for being here. Happy birthday, David. You're awesome with all this knowledge. Thank you very much, Terrell. When will Stripe and other payment gateways be added to GrooveKart? Stratton Rogen done. Thank you very much. Stripe is available in GrooveKart. You need to be an upgraded member to use it. There is Stripe, Uviba, Authorized.net, and some other, like there is, I believe, 5 or 6 payment gateways alongside with GroovePay and and PayPal. You just need to have an upgraded account in order to use them. On the subject of email marketing, what would be the benefit of using separate platform and connecting with Groove through an integration rather than using GrooveMail? I have not had a chance to test GrooveMail yet, so just wondering if this is something that isn't completely finished. Nothing is completely finished in GrooveFunnels, so in case you want to use a stable platform, go with an outside platform right now. As you know, with everything in Groove, it's still in beta mode and it's still being heavily developed. Fixes, improvements, and new features are being added constantly, but for some people it may not be enough yet. Some people just want to have a stable platform they can use. In case you invested in the platinum membership, you can just wait out all those new updates, and then once those issues are fixed, then you'll be able to use and just easily switch over from your current platforms. Question: how do I upload PDF file my MP3 on Groove? Many thanks, as you replied. No problem. So we'll have hosting very soon. This is in the quality audit right now. We will have this hosting, but for now, just go the route of hosting it on Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, iCloud, P Drive, any other hosting platforms on the cloud. When you upload your files there, you'll get a link, and you can share this link with the people that purchase. I set up a GrooveMail form for my opt-in page, but get an error message when testing the sign up. I have reached your limit. How do I resolve it? Reach out to support, please. Where can you finally find legit and good products to affiliate? I'm not a huge fan of ClickBank and company. We have a marketplace, but at this moment the marketplace have been stopped with development. The current marketplace that we have up and running, and I will show you where it is, because we're working on something bigger, better. At this moment we have, when you go into your dashboard, you click over to apps, you click over to marketplace, and you click to Groove Marketplace. This is at this moment a Groove affiliate marketplace that you see here. Affiliate marketplace here. Affiliate marketplace, this means that you can take products from people that are on here that basically are Groove members, and you can start selling their products. For example, you can sell Groove Stars Ascend. This is a price point $9.97. There is 25 refunds, there is 4,000 visitors, there is 500 sales, which is a good product. There are other products on here that you can have a look, but you would need to sign up first in order to promote it. So you need to sign up, and then it's a William Smith. So Will Smith is selling map movers. You need to sign up. You want to sign up for this affiliate program, click yes, and then you can actually access their promo tools. Once you signed up, you'll be able to click over to the promo tools and then see what the actual offer is. Or if you want, you can just Google in map movers, and this way you can start promoting it. But yeah, this has been stopped developing because we are working on a bigger, better, stronger marketplace with a lot of different options, and this one was just the beginning of what is coming. So you can try that one, but there are other platforms like JVZoo and Warrior Plus and things like that, so you can just try to use some of those. There are other platforms, for example, Amazon, that have their own affiliate marketplace. eBay has its own affiliate marketplace. You can also type in, for example, in case you want to focus on software, like for example, email software, you type in best email software affiliate program, and then you start promoting those. Like just search in Google best affiliate programs, and then you can see what are the best options. A couple more minutes left. 1 minute. Let me just answer a couple more questions on here. I see 3 members. How do I see info? How to access or set up? I don't know what this is for. I believe GrooveMember. You can just click on to the number of members, and then you can see who they are. How Facebook Pixel is installing GroovePages. Tariq, please head over to YouTube and search for things. Pixel GroovePages. Okay. How to connect your Facebook Pixel. Install your Facebook Pixel. How to add your Facebook Pixel. How to add your Facebook Pixel. There's loads of things. Just you need to, instead of asking for questions in the Facebook group or me personally, just do the same thing inside any of the platforms. Google, YouTube, Facebook group, support, anywhere. Just try to find the answers yourself first, and then if you didn't find them, then ask for suggestions. Is there a place or a way we will know when you are going to be training or answering questions? Like uh, mm, uh, like we do LemonAid every Thursday. Now there will not be, this is the last LemonAid session in this year. There will be other ones, but we announce and put up the events well in advance so that people can join those. So but I'm always in the group, so you can also get my answers there. Cool. Perfect. There is a lot of questions on here still that I didn't manage to answer, but yeah, I did 2 hours of answering questions. I hope I managed to get most of them. In case I didn't answer some of your questions, I do apologize. I just need to to also drink some water. My mouth is super dry. But that is basically the 26th Q&A session of the last one this year. I hope you enjoyed it. We went through quite a lot of changes. There's still a lot in development, but this is how it works with the new platform. Some of the platforms like GrooveBlog, GrooveWebinars, GrooveStream, and things like that are not even out yet. Once they are out, you'll be able to use these software for your businesses. But at this moment, I answered what I could. So one more time, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully I'll see you on the next trainings. And then if we don't meet on the next trainings, I wish you a pleasant holidays and a happy new year. With that said, thank you very much for being here one more time, and then see you on the next one. Bye for now.